The chandelier itself is about 4.5 metres long or high and 2 metres wide. There's over 2,000 pieces of crystal, but for the past 4 years it's been packed up in boxes, and we really miss it in the library, and I know tours miss it and the staff members miss it. Everyone misses the chandelier because it's such a beautiful piece of art, really. It's actually almost 170 years old because it was built and put in the Legislative Council in 1856.
And there were 3 of them, and supposedly this is the largest of the 3, and it was a gasolier, so it ran on gas. Had 29 flames that had to be lit every day. It would have been incredibly smelly and dirty.
The members of Parliament complained about the smell, and a few of them were nodding off to sleep. So because it was coal-fired gas, there was smell. The lighting probably wasn't great as well.
In 1912, it was removed. It was put into storage, and it sat there sort of languishing until about 1929.
When the chandelier went up into the library space, someone offered £3,500 in 1929 to purchase that chandelier. Thank goodness it was knocked back. Since 29, it's been in the library, and we can only think of maybe 2 other times it may have been lowered for rewiring, but as far as we're aware, it has never been dismantled to every single piece before.
The chandelier was removed in 2020 to make way for the East Wing Stage 3 project and all the construction activity above. That meant removing all the structural support for the chandelier, along with the hoist and the chain, and ultimately the chandelier itself. For the first time in approximately 170 years, we've had an opportunity to take a close look at the chandelier, inspect all the crystals, all the fixing, the electrical componentry.
When we pulled the chandelier apart, we used a code, so we knew where everything went, so we know exactly where to replace all the crystals. We've had to rewire it all, run cables through. There's a gas lamp, so there's not too much area for internal wiring, so we've had to run cables on the outside. Don't think a lot of people were super keen on doing such a big project, but we jumped into it.
When they came to us and said, oh, we're ready to put the chandelier up, we went, oh my goodness, it's been such a long time. It was almost a blur. We had to come and refresh and have a look at everything, get the drawings out, cross-reference and double check, because everything has a reason on that body. And so we had to make sure that we had everything precise. We take light for granted these days. We just have so much of it, we have an abundance of it. Back then, not everyone had big windows, and to get light into a building was quite difficult. So they used crystal to throw light everywhere. We were really, really good back then on how do we throw as much light into a room as we can. And so crystals were used that way.
The chandelier is certainly a centrepiece to the library and really a showcase piece. You just see this magnificent space and this beautiful light.
So it feels great getting to this point of having it all together. It will add sparkle. It is totally over the top. But it's also got a deep heritage, you know.
We're always finding new pieces of history and always uncovering amazing stories.
Thank you.